Hey everybody, we made it to Virginia Motorsports Park. There's a private test session. This is Tonsi. We will talk to him a lot more this time. He brought the bike from Maryland. We met him here, and what we're doing now is we're prepping the bike. David Fondon is going to ride the bike, but I want to show you something. The last race, we kept having problems with the dynamic traction control. It would throw a warning up in the middle of Shane's run. Shane really had to deal with a lot of poo when he rode the bike. And what we did to correct that was, if you want to zoom down here, if you look at our video, I show you how to adjust this lever and put a little mark, but we don't really tell you what to do. Quite frankly, we didn't know what to do. We didn't know how to turn this damn thing off. So what I ended up doing was, this rod is what used to be in there. The problem is when you lower the bike too much, when you go to calibrate the dynamic traction control on the dash, it's not within its usable range, and it says, no, you can't calibrate. So what we ended up doing was basically faking this out, adjusting it to where the original OEM mark was, and then we taped it in place so that the screen wouldn't come up. The problem is, if I put this rod back on, even after it was calibrated, it went off into La La Land again because it knew something was wrong. So what we've done to try and cure that this time, if you want to zoom in here, we made a carbon fiber linkage, and we're going to adjust this linkage up to where this is in the correct position so we can calibrate it but still keep the linkage on so the dynamic traction control should function. What's that going to buy us? Quite frankly, we're not sure. We're drag racing. It wouldn't be as big a deal. But if there's any irregularities in the track, we're hoping that the suspension will help take care of that and help us go faster, run more mile an hour. So anyway, we'll figure it out. We're going to be cutting back and forth, and it's going to be loud and noisy. So it may not be the best video, but at least it's like you're here, right? So here we go. I'm going to go through the DDC calibration. So you have to go to this screen to calibrate, park the motorcycle on its side, stand, and dismount. Start, okay. All right, it failed. Why did it fail? It failed because it needs to be adjusted a little bit more, looks like this way. So all we're gonna do is come down here now, hit repeat, start, failed again. Hold on one second. All right, so all I'm trying to do is match our original mark to trick the bike into thinking it's at its stock height. That looks a little bit closer. Let's see if it'll accept calibration this time. Calibration was successful. So now I'm going to come in here. I'm going to lock these adjuster nuts down, and now the bike is going to think that it's stock height and the suspension is working correctly, and hopefully a little lap around the pits here, I won't get the DDC calibration failure screen. And if that's the case, we're ready to hit the racetrack.